Hey, collective, how are you? How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. All right, it feels like you have, quite frankly, irritated somebody. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why, because this might be an irritation that they ass need. Okay, I'm gonna just you frustrated somebody. You frustrated their purpose. All right, but I feel like this is a frustration that they deserve. Okay, because you have frustrated someone because you're not letting them know what it is you're working on, what it is you are creating, what it is you are doing. You're not letting them know your moves. You're not letting them know your plans. And they are frustrated because they really want to know. They really want to know. They are eager to know. They are dying to know what it is you collective have going on. So you have indeed frustrated this individual. But this goes a little bit deeper. I'm gonna tell you why you frustrated them, right? You have frustrated this person because if they don't know what you're doing, if they don't know what plans you have, if they don't know what you're creating and what you're working on, if you're no longer sharing things about yourself with this individual, you're no longer overindulging in revealing the things that the divine is doing in your life, you're no longer chopping it up with this motherfucker, they don't have anything to talk about, hun. What are you doing? They don't have anything to gossip about. This is a gossiper. This is a run tell that ass motherfucker. Okay. This is that individual. And so you have frustrated them because all they're left with is curiosity. All they're left with is curiosity. That's why I said this is a frustration that they ass need. All right. Because everything in the past that you have shared with this individual, they have ran and told that. Mm-hmm. They have. All right. And now you might have got hip to the situation and said, you know what, I'm gonna start talking to them. I don't know. Some telling me to keep my business to myself around these parts. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's see what's going on. Fear. Fear. Fear is on the bottom of the deck. All right, clarify frustrated. You don't even want me to get it. You know what I'm saying? Dirt digging, nosy, invasive. They frustrated because I don't know what kind of boundaries you have established. I don't know what kind of road blockages you have put up, but they cannot invade your privacy. They can't dig like around your life and figure out what you got going on. Somebody has turned over a new leaf when it comes to a particular person in your life. All right. Clarify dirt digging. Siblings, brother, sister. This could be a nosy ass sibling. Disingenuous, pretender, fake, and false. This could be a sibling. You have frustrated a sibling, a brother or a sister, okay? Or the whole goddamn family. Because I'm feeling like someone has separated themselves from the pack, is what I'm hearing. So you're in this lone wolf energy, but you're comfortable there. You're comfortable there. I'm sure you have or have had your times where you've had to adjust, but you've become comfortable as the lone wolf. You have a disingenuous sibling, a nosy sibling, a gossiping sibling. Okay, somebody might be on drugs, a sibling that's on drugs. Okay, take it how it reverberates. You will know if you have a sibling on drugs. Okay. I mean, I think you would know. I don't know, Jeff. Nevertheless, I saw drugs. All right. Um, this sibling is disingenuous. Contracts, commitment, obligation, and agreement. What is this? Cancer. You could be a Cancer. You could have a sibling that is a Cancer. There is a contract or a commitment that could be coming up in Cancer season. Changeable, moody, over emotional, touchy, clingy. Imagination, shrewd, cautious, protective, and sympathetic. They're trying to obligate you possibly to something. You might be the Cancer, and they're trying to obligate or get you to agree to something. What is this, Spirit? Security. Secure, safe. They're disingenuous and they're okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So you have a sibling that's about to come towards you because they really just want to get in your business. Okay. They want to try to get you to communicate by showing up to you as if they are concerned about your protection, or they're concerned about you being safe, or they're concerned about, like, it's like this could be an older sibling. And I mean, it could be a younger sibling. It just depends on the personality. But it's like this is the sibling that shows up as if it's their job to protect everybody. So you are obligated to tell me what you have going on. You're obligated to tell me who you're dating. You're obligated to tell me, and you full grown now. You're full grown. And in an ideal world, in some relationships with some siblings, I've seen it. I've seen this before, but it's a healthy. It's a healthy protection. The same way that sibling shows up to the sister or the brother in that protective nature, they're that same way about that sibling when the sibling's not even in the room. Like you can't say nothing to them about their sister, or you might be picking up your teeth off the floor. That's like a real genuine protective natured sibling. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody who gon' like for real get up in somebody behind about their sister or their brother. You feel me? This is not that. This is somebody who is guising as that, but it's really because they want to know what you have going on. For somebody, you could be a female, and this could be an older sibling, like an older sister. Okay? You could be a female, and this could be an older brother. But the reason why I'm picking up feminine energy going both ways is because of the gossiping. Now, I know men talk. I know men talk. They do run their mouth. But I don't know. I'm picking up feminine energy. And so it could be a male who is in feminine energy. Okay? Take how it reverberates. So this disingenuous sibling is frustrated. Now they're about to come towards you if they have not already. And they are so frustrated that they are about to become invasive. Okay. So they're going to pretend that they are the sibling that needs to know what you have going on so I can keep you safe out there. Like, I need to know what you're doing and what you're thinking about, because I'm just trying to keep you safe. They're not really trying to keep you safe. They're trying to get in your business. Okay? Clarify curious spirit. Guilt, remorse, regret. I am intrigued and eager to learn more and figure you out. This sibling also has some sort of guilt for being disingenuous. Now, this disingenuous energy could have been in the past. And maybe you got hip to it, or maybe it got back to you. Maybe the divine uncovered it. Your spirit team, your ancestors uncovered that this sibling, who's always been the protective one, was really the one going around telling your business. And not in a way that honors you and respects you. This sibling could now have some guilt or remorse. Tell me more. We have a Gemini here. Okay. Gemini. May 22nd through the 21st. Whatever you are working on that you're not talking about and you're not sharing, and you're allowing yourself to kind of go it on your own, that lone wolf energy, there is going to be an unveiling. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever you're working on, there's going to be some sort of shift or expansion or growth or change in your life, where everything that was said about you by this disingenuous sibling, they're going to have to eat those words. They're going to be sitting in a lot of guilt and remorse and regret between May 22nd and June 21st. You or them could be a Gemini as well. Okay? Tell us more. Oh, what's that? We have fraud here. Identity check, taxes, mortgage, insurance. Clarify. Knowledge. It landed on the gossip card, so I'm gonna put it over there. Oh wow, yeah, wow. I don't know if this Gemini is, again, that you or your sibling is a Gemini, or there's something that is going to come out in Gemini season that is going to pull the cover off of this disingenuous sibling. So they are going to know that you know that they are a fraud, that they are not genuine. Tell me more. Isolation, abandonment, alone. Lover. Clarify. And while you have been in isolation, you all see, it's going to come out in the open in some kind of way, is what I'm picking up. But if you haven't spoken to this sibling and let them know that you know that they're disingenuous, now that's not going to be the case for everybody. Okay, some of you and your sibling already know what it is and what it ain't. I feel like this sibling doesn't quite know yet that you know what they've been saying, or what they've been doing behind your back, or that they've been taking your business and they've been putting it out in the street, and they've been putting it out in a way that has dishonored you or disrespected you, or they said something that got back to you and it was offensive, or you overheard them. This could have been revealed to you in a plethora of ways. You are in this lone wolf solitude. Okay. You are kind of separating yourself from the pack. But like I said in the beginning, you're comfortable with it though. You might even love it. You have light team here, spirit guides. because you're not really alone is what I just heard. You have never been. In the time that you have been in this lone wolf energy, in the time that you have pulled away from the pack, in the time that you have gone into solitude, you have never been alone before or after the solitude. You've never been really alone. Your spirit guides have been with you the whole time, Union. For somebody, this is a sidebar. Your period of isolation is about to be over, because there is actually a divine union, a divine partner here that you're being guided towards. You're being led towards. That's a sidebar for somebody, okay? Copycat. It's always the kind of thing I'm again. Copycat. Deity. Divine. You know what I'm picking up from this copycat though? And I usually don't get this from the copycat card. But you know what I'm picking up from this copycat card? This divine partner that's coming towards you, y'all are like two peas in a pod. This is not like, oh, they trying to be me. You trying to be me. This is not that. This is actually, y'all are cut from the same cloth as what I just heard. Spiritually. Wow. Okay, thank you for the spin on the copycat card, because you know that thinking. We have a quagmire here. What's this quagmire? Sickness, disease, infectious. Who is this? Got the sickness and the disease and the infections. Who is this with the sicknesses and the diseases and the infections? Spiritual gift. Drugs, medication, addiction. What the world? This is somebody else's energy. This is somebody else's energy. Somebody is trying to interfere. Okay, this is it the sibling? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it the sibling? It might be the sibling. You hold on. Honey hush. Listen. You got spirit. You got to give me another one. Beta, friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. This is some horrible gossip. This is a sibling that's been saying some fucking horrible shit. It's so bad that I can't even really rap. Like, You in isolation because you got trapped by something. You entrapped, you set up, you sick, you got diseases, you take medication for an infection, you're weak, non-confrontational, overly friendly. Mm-mm. Scorpio. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Runner, avoidant, escape, impersonation. This is another energy. This is not your sibling though, but your sibling and somebody else been talking. Whose energy is this? Is this the sibling? Or is this someone connected to the sibling that the sibling's been conversing with, gossiping with, lying on you with? Children, creations, investment. This is the sibling. I'm about to get up out of this energy. Intent to hurt or harm, intellectual theft. If you have children, this individual is jealous and very resentful. Okay, they're obsessed even over your children. They gossiping. They telling some low down dirty shit. You unreliable as it relates to taking care of your children. Intent to harm, intellectual theft. I don't know why I just heard stick up kid. I don't even know what that fucking, I mean, I know what it means. Stalker, spy, surveil, invasion of privacy. This sibling got it out for you. Dead ass. It ain't no even way I can even like. This is and that was confirmation. I don't even know where my phone is, but I just heard it go off. Wow, they talking mad shit. Now, for some of you, you are about to come into a divine union. And like I said, this person, you're two peas from this cut from the same cloth, two peas in the same pot. Now, what I just heard was they have been gossiping. They have been talking about you, your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge. I'm assuming. I'm gonna walk it through. I'm gonna walk you through what I just heard. Your spiritual knowledge. They know that you're in isolation. And it's like mockery. It's like they're mocking you. You could be one who is very open about your ancestors, about your spirit team, right? That you're in isolation, loving on your spirit team. The union card now is giving me like they're mocking you, saying, saying shit with like, I don't know who they talking to. It's got to be some other people. They could be, if your sibling has adult children, then this could be that too. I don't know. But they're basically been mocking you, right? Like, divine union, divine masculine, divine feminine. He ain't doing that. They just in isolation. They faking, copying, they talking about they a divine being. They divine. They ain't none of all of that. They just been set up. They sick. They take medications and shit. I'm telling you. Intuition. They are mocking your intuitive. You could be a reader yourself. You could be a diviner yourself. You could have a lot of divine insight. You are, and I feel like, and I'm gonna double down on this shit. I feel like you are minding your business. And because you are now minding your business, they don't know what to gossip about you now. This is you. This is you, balanced. This is you. You have also brought a lot of balance to this emotional manipulation that this sibling has worked on you for years, trying to be the protector one, because I'm your big sister, and you know what I'm saying, and ain't nearby at all actually really been there for you, right? They only do that when other people are watching, to be honest. But you have healed this emotional manipulation. They want you to see them as a role model. But you're a leader. You're a leader. Wow. You may have just gone through a period of lack or financial challenges. You could have had some hardships. You could have been going through healing. You could have been going through shadow work. You could have been relearning how to be a divine being in a 3D world that's full of density, heaviness, toxicity, misinformation. You know what I'm saying? Like brainwashing. Pretty much, right? You have had to unlearn and relearn a lot of things that could have changed some things in your life, right? Like you could have gone through some challenges. This sibling wanted you to stay in that energy. They wanted you to stay in that scarcity energy. So they would look like the role model. Now, whoever they have been talking to and whatever they have said, which based on what these cards are saying, they have not been a very good sibling. No. Shame on you, the sibling. Okay? Shame on them. They have not been very nice. That's mean, right? They wanted you to stay in this bad habit so they could look like the role model. But the joke is on them, because all of that mocking you, they now have to eat that shit, because you actually are out here divine. You actually are out here very intuitive, very tapped in. You are actually out here with a strong spirit team. You are out here divine masculine, divine feminine, intact, balanced. You're being loved possibly by other people. You had no problem being in isolation. You dealt with the feelings of abandonment. All that gossiping that they did, they now have to eat that shit, because you are now being seen by the people that they spoke about you to. Those people are now seeing that you are the role model, that you are the sibling that's got their shit together. They're being seen, what I just heard Spirit saying, I'm just saying, they're being seen by the very people that they gossiped about you to. They're being seen as a mean, nasty, resentful, bitter wench. Because how can you do that to your own sibling? Why would you do that? Only one way you would do that. You're jealous, you're envious of your own sibling. Because you're showing up as the leader, or they wanted to be seen as the leader. They wanted to be seen as the alpha. See what I'm saying? Yeah. This is why you went lone wolf on them. Because you are alpha energy, okay? You are a leader. You are assertive. You lead your own life for sure. For sure. These days you do. Interfere, intrude, hinder, and block. They knew you were a leader. They knew you were a leader. All your life they've known you were a leader. I just heard that. All your life they've known that you were leader. They wanted to intrude and interfere and block people seeing you as a leader. But even then, the joke's on them, because I don't feel like you are so gung-ho for anybody to see you that way. I feel like you know you got your shit on lock. You know that you have your spirit team. You know that your life is progressing and you're growing and you're healing and it's good things coming for you. And everything else is just a part of the, it's just is what it is. Okay? So that's what a leader does, though. They don't lead with all this. Leaders lead by example. People follow the leader because they see that the leader knows the way. They can see that the leader knows the way, right? So you don't have to like force leadership. You don't have to force yourself into leadership. Who I'm talking to, you are very, very secure in your divine purpose. Okay? In the mission that you are here to accomplish on behalf of your divine being. They shocked now. They shocked now. What they shocked about? Oh. Because all that bullshit talking, because it landed over here with the gossiping. All that right there. That's a wrap. It ain't not one more lie that your sibling can tell on you that anybody is about to believe. Not one more. This person could have even actually set out to physically harm you and have you stalked and spied on. This is ridiculous. This is diabolical here. Maybe for some money. Then we have the contracts of, oh, wow. Then we have a contract, but then we have fraud. I don't know. Because look, we got all this very, very, very violent and very strong violent energy that is coming up here. Intent to harm, intellectual property, stalker. Was it an insurance thing? Did they put a hit on you for insurance? For money? Abundance, luck. They wanted your abundance and luck. Yeah, they wanted your abundance and luck. They wanted to send you to another world. Okay, what is this? I'll acknowledge it. I'm about to get out of this. We have candle magic. We have empowerment. We have transformation. We have impersonation. Upgrade, rebirth. I don't know what's going on. I really don't, but I'm going to tell you what. If you have a sibling that attempted to do some sort of paperwork, fraudulent contracts, get you in some, and you may not even know anything about it, okay? The way you have evolved and grown, the way you have transformed, the way you have been upgraded spiritually, the way you have stepped into your empowerment, someone knows that that paperwork that they filed with your name on it, that they pretended to be you, someone knows that they have committed some sort of fraud here against you, that that paperwork that was filed and or signed, and they went and did it looking like you, put on a wig looking like you and some glasses looking like you and everything. You know, because people say y'all look alike. So if they put on the right situation, it might pass. It just might, you know, somebody just, you know, in the insurance office not really paying attention. Give me your license. Oh, thank you. And they ain't even looking. You ain't even seeing it. That ain't even the same person. Really, really, for really, for really. But with all this AI technology, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is someone, this fraud is going to come out because whoever it is, and I don't really, that's why I said I led that part where I don't know how that's all working together, but it has something to do with your elevation spiritually, your healing. It has something to do with you stepping in this empowerment. They're very much being seen as an impersonator of you, that they impersonated you. And it feels not just socially, but it does with this fraud out here and all of this intent to harm and intellectual theft, stalker surveillance and all that. It does feel like either they're being watched or investigated. They're being found to be fraudulent. There's some paperwork. The sibling, that's why I said in Gemini season, this is going to be this sibling. Okay? We have law and order out here. The optimism. It's like they did all of that hoping that they could get out of a legal issue that you may not have even known about by emotionally manipulating you. This could be power of attorney, false power of attorney. Like this could be, what's that other one? They don't do it where I'm at no more, but it's where you used to could have people committed without their involuntarily committing people to psych wards and stuff like that. I don't know. But it's like you needed to appear to be not mentally well in order for this fraudulent shit that they did without you knowing, in order for that to stick, in order for it to work. But because you healed, then it's starting to not make no sense to somebody very important. Okay? To somebody very important, it's starting to not make no sense. I don't know if that's a lawyer. I don't know if that's a judge. I don't know if that's a private eye. I don't know who that is. But it's starting to not make no sense. They even did spell work on you to try to make you appear crazy. You alchemized that shit too. Corruption, bribe, and coercion. Could be some, I don't know who your sibling is connected to. They could have paid somebody. They did. I just heard they did. They paid somebody to draft up false documents. They have connections to somebody who works in some sort of state building, government building, IRS, I don't know, DCF, a bank. They pay quite a bit of money too. And they thought it was going to be all good. They thought it was going to be all good because you were healing, but they spent the narrative and then doubled down by adding their own little spells and shit. And what that candle magic? I was wondering why that was there. You were already healing. So they doubled down with the candle magic to make you appear to be emotionally, mentally unstable, financially unstable. I don't know if they were trying to get disability checks for you, or it's something. Now they're very insecure about this elaborate ass, evil ass scheme. Why are they insecure? Because you healed. Now you don't look so unstable. Now somebody who has been watching you, you don't know that they've been watching you. Now you never was. Wait a minute. We got to give me that paperwork. Bring that file back here. What is this talking about? This person is not crazy. This person is not unstable. This person is not unproductive. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. This frustration, now that all of this has come out, this might be the person who's been doing the investigation or the surveilling. They might be frustrated because they may be curious as to why did your sibling say all of that? Why did they do all of that? Bring me that file back here. Get the goddamn FBI on the line. You know, I'm so serious though. And I'm laughing because that's just how smooth like you have a sibling that could be going away to the clank clank for a long time. And if that is not the case, their life is never going to be the same. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. Because this is going to come out. Your other family members who don't know about it, who, you know, it's going to come out. That's like how nobody want to mess with you after you done went in and slept with your sister's husband and done got pregnant by your sister's husband. Now your aunties don't fuck with you, your cousins ain't fuck with, ain't nobody, because you that's disloyal. We family. How you do that? In a real family, you know, like one of them real close-knit joints. You know what I'm saying? And one of them other families, it'll just be like, you know, well, they still family, bring them to the barbecue. Then you got to look at them like, well, where is your loyalty? Anyway, this sibling's life is never going to be the same because not only do they have earthly law enforcement on their ass, or they're going to, they also have your spirit team on their ass. And they definitely do. Okay? They're going to be the ones sitting in isolation, and they're going to be the ones that everybody is going to be looking at like you cannot be mentally well. Why would you do this to your own sister, your own brother? That's crazy work. All right. Blows my mind. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. Okay. If you need a personal reading, all of the information is in the description. It will take you to my website where you can book a personal reading. And please hit that like button. Leave your girl a comment. Let me know how this message reverberated for you. Share it, hype it up, all of that beautiful energy. I greatly appreciate it. That is a beautiful way to show your support of myself and of the channel, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you to everyone for your super thanks. Thank you to those of you who do book your readings. I appreciate all of the love, and I send it back to you 100-fold. I'll see you later. Peace, family.